The news in you, north, east, west, south, unite from every alley and Cali intersection and back street. In Virginia, 32-year-old Isaiah Brown was shot 6 times by a deputy and is in the local hospital fighting for his life. And it's weird how it all went down. And in the media, they tell the story like it's crazy. And right now they just released the video footage of it. You can't really see the shooting, but the story alone tells you a lot. Because Isaiah Brown was given a ride home by the officer. The same officer that shot him, that is. And it's crazy. It says, when Isaiah Brown got home, he dialed 911 because he said his brother wouldn't let him into his mother's room to retrieve his car keys and other items, according to the audio from the 911 dispatcher. The sheriff department said it's a domestic disturbance call. Isaiah was on the phone with 911 at the time of the shooting, and the officer mistook a cordless house phone for a gun. In a statement, they said there is no indication that Isaiah did anything other than comply with dispatcher's orders and raised his hands with the phone in his hand as instructed. The account of what happened in this shooting case is supported by the 911 dispatcher's audio, which has been released by the sheriff's office. The dispatcher asked, "Do you have any weapons on you?" Isaiah Brown said no. Brown responds telling dispatch that he's walking down the road with his house phone. You can hear the shooting audio. I have no video, but I do have the audio. It says the deputy who responded to the call, the same one who had given Brown a ride home, appears to believe the phone in his ear is a firearm. The deputy is heard saying, "He's got a gun to his head. Drop the gun," he yells before opening fire. "Drop the gun now." And that's crazy in itself. You just gave the man a ride home, the same man that you shot, that had this house phone, so you already knew his character somewhat. You just drove him all the way home. So you knew he wasn't no kind of threat. He probably wasn't belligerent, because you would have knew it. But then you get a 911 call from the same person you shoot. That's crazy too. First of all, you knew his face. I would have said, "Hey man, ain't you the one I just gave a ride home?" It's called diffusing the situation. So when I pull up, "Oh, that's the guy I just gave a ride home. Hey man, ain't you the one I just gave a ride home?" And he's going to reply, "Yeah, I'm the one you just gave a ride home. Well, this is the story. I'm trying to get my keys. My brother is acting crazy with me, yada, 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 yada." Case closed. Done deal. No problem. Nobody's shot. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's laid off work like them on administrative leave. So it's crazy out here, family. You know what I mean? He just gave him a ride home not too long ago. He gave him a ride home. By the time he got in the house, he called 911 and ended up getting shot over a house phone. We just had the taser, thought it was a gun. Now we got this house phone. I don't know how it could look like it's a gun. And it's up to your own ear, and you're saying he has a gun to his head? That alone wouldn't be a reason to shoot you. You got a gun to your own head, allegedly. And that's if it was a gun, but we know it wasn't a gun. But just say if he did have a gun and had it up to his own head, that wouldn't be a reason to shoot him. Because he has the gun to his own head. He's not a threat to you. You only, as far as my understanding, the cops are only supposed to respond with that deadly force is if they feel like there's a threat to them, their life and their safety. But having something to your own head could never be a threat to your safety. And it's crazy, family. I mean, people have to calm down out here. Law enforcement, regular people, all of us, we have to get our patient level back up. I don't know. It's a crazy story that doesn't make sense because you just was talking with the man. You didn't just say, get in the car. So you had to have some form of conversation. So conversations bring energy. So you would know his energy. And then to shoot him with a house phone that you thought was a gun that he had to his own head, it's not a good look. Come on. I keep saying it. We ain't trying to repeat the 2020 stuff again. And with that, I'm going to say, this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection in Backstreet. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.